Okay, on this next demonstration, I'm going to show you how to take this isometric shape and convert it into orthographic projection in the front, the top, and the right side views. So before we start, let's take a look at the shape. It is 6 blocks long in the front, 5 blocks tall, and 4 blocks wide. So if I take a look at this lower left corner, I want to draw the front view first, as always. And I'm going to start here in the lower left corner. I'm going to reference that point somewhere in my front view grid. So I'm going to use this dot to reference my left lower corner. I'm going to go up for 5 squares, starting here. Using my straight edge, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to place my tip of my marker here, and I'm going to draw down 5 squares. Now I want to travel over to the right a distance of 6 blocks. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place my dot here, bring my straight edge over, and complete my line. That puts me right here. I'm going to go up 2 squares from this point. 1, 2, straight edge, line. I am now going to travel to the left for 1, 2 squares. 1, 2 squares. Straight edge and line. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to this top corner and I'm going to extend over 2 blocks because this is still 1, 2 over. So I'm going to count 1, 2 to the right. Now, when you're dealing with angled lines, you see what I've done here is I've created all my other lines first, and then this angle line would be created last. But the main thing is, let's keep in mind here, if I looked from here to here, it's still only 2 squares, okay? So that's why this is still only 2 squares wide. The whole object is still 6 long in the front. That does not change, okay? So the last thing I need to do is just simply take these 2 endpoints and connect them with a straight edge, like so. And that is my front view of this object. The next thing to do is take my projection lines and project up the left side of this object from the front to the top view. I'm also going to project up the right side of this object. And I also want to know where these points are right here. So I'm also going to project this up, and I'm going to project here as well. Okay, so these projections are going to show me a lot. They're going to show me what this is going to look like. I'm going to see, looking down from the top view, I'm going to see this surface here. I must see this surface here, and I'm also going to see this surface here. So this is still too wide. I can easily see that this is too wide here, and this is also too wide here. So each one of these 3 sections is going to be equal. Okay, it's going to be 2 by 4. This is actually going to be 2 by 4, and this is going to be 2 by 4. So here we go. I'm going to draw my top view. This line is going to go all the way across because my projection lines tell me so. So that's my first line. 4 squares back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the same thing on the left side. And I'm going to draw that back line as well, because that's 6 wide, or 6 long in the back as well. Now these projection lines here are going to tell me where this line is and where this line is. So I'll simply follow my projection line, take my straight edge, line it up, and put it in place. That's 1 and 2. So there's 3 equal parts on the top view because this part, this one, and this third one are all equal, okay? Even though it's slanted, when you're looking straight down, you can't tell that it's slanted. Therefore, it looks flat when you're up above. And the last thing is the right side view. So I'm going to place my straight edge down here like so. I'm going to draw my projection lines over to the right side grid. I'm going to project this step. I'm going to project that over, and also I'm going to project the top that comes over like this. Now on the right side view, I'm going to see this surface area here, and I'm going to see this surface area here, directly on top of this one. Okay, so it's still 4 squares wide, okay, and it's still going to be 5 squares tall. So I'm going to start by making my vertical line first. I'm going to go over 4 squares at both the top and the bottom, and I'm going to close this off on the right side. But I'm also going to need this step here. This line here is a visible object line, so I'm going to put it here, just as my projection line here tells me so, and that's where my line goes. And that is my right side view. So it's front, top, and right side.